What up everyone, welcome to PHENOMSOUND. A lot of you guys been asking me how to do this SUBBY dubstep gun bass. And there you go, I've cooked some for you and it sounds like this.
Motherfucking heat, boy.
As always, this FL Studio project is available on my Patreon page, as well as all of the Serum presets and samples from it. You will find tons of useful music production content there that might help you in your music making journey. I have just made a sick Serum preset pack called the Alchemy. There are really crazy sounds that will get your production into a totally different level. So go ahead and check it out. The preview of this preset pack is available on YouTube. The link is below. And I have also a huge discount. It's a 30% discount on my previous preset pack called the Cyber Jedi. There are lots of tear out, rhythm, drum and bass, future rhythm presets. So make sure to check all this stuff out. I bet you'll find it really useful. So this is our main bass of this drop, and we are going to synthesize it right away. It consists of 3 layers. The same Serum patch is duplicated to create this noise layer and this mid-bass layer. These 2 layers are quite wide, while the first main bass is really mono. And let's find out how to make it. Let's start from scratch, and the first oscillator is going to be the 4088. Set the octave down to -2. Move the level down and automate it. I have some post-processing on this one currently. It's the OTT and the EQ. Let's go ahead and disable it. Also, this sound is set to almost mono. It's 65% mono, so keep this in mind. Also, I have the OTT on my master. Let's disable it as well. So this is our bare Serum patch that we are going to be working with. Let's enable the second oscillator and set it to the dirty saw. Set the octave to -2 as well, and the semitone at 7. Move the level down as well, automate it and set it at around 65. Let's set up the first LFO. I have the pre-saved shape, which is looking like this. Just make sure to set the rate to 1/4 and enable the triggering. I'll be FMing from B on the first oscillator. Set the FM knob at 30. Or 31, and the automation at 50. Also select sync on the second oscillator and set it at 4.1%. Nice, let's enable the sub, set the octave to -2, set the level at 25. And drag the automation to it. Enable the noise. I'm using the Inharmonic 9 one. Set the pitch at 87 or 90. Move the level down and automate it. So those are our layers. Let's go ahead and filter all this using the flanger minus filter. Enable the filtering of the B oscillator. Set the cutoff at 3500. Drag the automation to it and set it at -32. Move the resonance down, automate it and set it at 75. Set the drive at 40. Let's go to the second LFO and make it look like this. And we are going to be using it to automate the master tuning. Select the master tuning as the destination and the LFO number 2 as the source. Make sure to set it unipolar and set it at 40. And enable the triggering to sync it with the first LFO. Nice, let's get to the effects. First, we are going to distort it really dramatically. Let's set the drive at around 90. And add some space using the flanger and a chorus. So set everything up like this, nothing too fancy. Really slight effect. And let's compress it. Enable the multiband compression. Set the gain at 11 decibel. High frequency compression at around 70. And the mids at around 80. Then we are going to filter it to add a bit more low frequency boost using the high notch filter. Move the cutoff down, drag the automation to the resonance, and to the drive, set it at 60. Move the frequency all the way up, automate it and move it down. And let's add some tiny reverb using the whole reverb. Set it at 5% and the decay at 1 second. And set the mix at around 10%. Nice, let's get to the post-processing. I'm using the OTT on it. Setting the downwards compression at 47 and the depth at 76. The high frequencies are reduced to -4 decibel and the lows at around -2. And here I have the mud reduction EQ. And there goes the limiter. And as I said before, I've set the stereo separation at around 60%. So the default position sounds like this. And my mastering OTT is looking like this. Downwards compression set at 15 and the depth at 55. With all the frequencies set up looking like this. And here I have another limiter. So I've duplicated this sound, set it to the different insert with this kind of post-processing. I've used the erosion, it's the Ableton Live plugin, which was recreated for the FL Studio by some enthusiast, and it's adding the noise to sounds, distorting it a bit. You can just Google it, type the erosion FL Studio VST and you will download it for free. You can play with this noise setup. or you can use the sine wave. Everything is like in the Ableton Live, which is really cool. So I'm using it to add some noise distortion, not too high frequency, not too sharp noise. Then I'm compressing it using the OTT once again and using the blood overdrive. So it's really noisy and distorted. And then I'm low cutting everything like this. So together they sound like this. Then I'm duplicating this original sound and changing the shape of the LFO a bit. And placing it like this. There you go, really simple yet effective way of creating a nice dubstep groove. Once again, I'm duplicating it to create this noise layer, and there you go. Then I have another instance of this sound which is set to another insert. It's the mid bass, which is also set to be really wide. With the OTT, EQ, frequency shifter to add a bit more movement, and the fruity stereo shaper, which makes the sound really wide. Really extremely wide. Then I have this saturator and the EQ. So we now have some width on the mids, though our main bass will be still audible in mono. By the way, this sound also sounds really sick when you play with the rate. Of course, you can play with the octave of the second oscillator to make it really screechy and high-pitched. So in the mix we are getting something like this. I'll be really happy to see you on my Discord server and on my Instagram page. All of the links are below, and I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, like this video, subscribe to PHENOMSOUND and leave a comment. It really helps our community to grow. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!